For those of you who don't know, my name is Helen. I also go by Lenny, and welcome back to my channel. So today, baby girl, I'm giving y'all color. I'm giving y'all glam. It brought me back to like 2015, 2016 makeup. I loved it. Okay, I have my beautiful model Kim. She is gonna be rocking this Valentine's Day inspired look. And if you guys want to see how we got this look, then just keep on watching. All right, guys, so to start, you guys know my tried and true, the Fresh Rose Water Toner. I'm going to be using this with an exfoliating pad, and I'm just going to get off any debris, any makeup, and cleanse her skin. So today, as I'll be starting off with eyes, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I'm going to work this through her brows. I'm going to brush it opposite direction that the hair grows, and then I'm going to brush it upwards, and then I'm kind of creating a little bit of a shape. Okay, I don't know what this little trend is called, if it's like Invisibrow or whatever, but I'm gonna show y'all how I did this at the end. So I'm going to go in with a little translucent powder, and I'm just going to set this, get rid of any glossiness, and honestly it just made my brows look so much better. To clean up her brows, I'll be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Cookie, and I'm going to be using this flathead brush. I got this brush from Morphe, and I love it to kind of carve brows. I love it to cut creases, so you guys will see this brush being used throughout this video, and I'm just going to be creating that shape. If for anybody who likes to do brows last, this is a really cool method to give you a shape for your brows. Then I'm going to be going in with a buffing brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to use this to blend out the concealer all the way down to her lid. Then I'm going to go in with some translucent powder, and I'm going to set her lids. So for today's eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using a Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. This palette came out years ago, y'all. I don't even know if they still sell it. But when I decided to do color today, I said I got to bring this out the vault. So I'm going to be using those two pink shades, and I'm going to just blend this for her transition. And I'm going to be creating a sort of a winged out shape with this shadow. And I'm taking my time, y'all. I am like packing this color on and then blending it. Now I'm going to go in with this deep cranberry shade, and I initially did not know exactly what I was going to do for this look. Honestly, when I was like just packing this color on, I realized that I was making a heart shape, and I was like, wait a minute, I might go with this and run with it. Okay, so that's what I did. I'm going in with the P. Louise Rumor Base 2, and I'm going to be using a liner brush, and I'm going to use this to kind of create the heart shape effect and also cut her crease with it. And y'all, I don't know, I was really just kind of winging it this day. Like I did the heart shape, and I was like, okay, let's play with it. So I'm just kind of reinforcing that red along the heart, and then I'm going in with this deeper reddish pinkish shade, and I'm just deepening out her crease where I placed her like cut crease area. I'm just deepening the shades so that way we can have some dimension. Now I'm going back in with that brush I told y'all about, and I'm just using this to kind of really clean up her crease and apply the Rumor 2 base all over her eyelid. Guys, I guess today was just a day for me to use a bunch of random products that I haven't touched in forever, but I'm going to go in with the NYX eyeshadow palette in Sugar Trip Squad. And y'all, this palette is old as dust, but it still got the job done. I'm just using that nude shade to pack upon the lid. So I did not record this, but I'm using the Suva Beauty liners. The first one I'm using is the shade Bomb AF, which is like a red shade. And guys, I was winging it. I didn't know exactly which direction I wanted to do, but I knew once I put this down, I did not like that red. So I went back in with a different liner from Suva Beauty. This is the Doodle Duo Compact with the black and white. And I just used that white shade to go over the red, but only in her crease because I liked it around her lash line. It was cute. So now I'm going in with some lash glue, and I'm just placing this all on top of where I placed the white. And I'm going to go in with some crystals that I got from Amazon and just kind of crystallize the white area. All right, so now I'm just gonna do all of these same steps on the other side, but this time with no mistakes, okay? So we place that pink on. We're just going to go ahead and pack in that burgundy shade. Now I'm intentionally making the heart shape, and then I'm gonna go in with the white liner at the top, the red liner at the bottom, and I'm going to crystallize it, okay? So I'm gonna speed this up, stop talking, and let you guys just watch this work. So as I told you, I was winging it, right? So I didn't know which kind of liner I wanted to go in. I thought about doing a pink. And y'all, if y'all want to see me like recreate a similar look, not the same thing, we're gonna do something a little different, but another colorful look with colorful liners, y'all let me know. But I went in with a white one from NYX, the Jumbo Eye Pencil. And then for today's primer, I'm going to be using my tried and true, my Milk Hydro Grip primer. Y'all know I love this primer. I haven't found anything better. If you guys know primers that are better than this and want me to try it on my channel, please comment below and let me know, because I would love to try some new stuff. I'm going in with that same concealer that I used to clean up her brows, and I'm just going to clean up that shadow. And I'm placing this concealer all underneath her eyes. She has really puffy under eyes, which is a-okay. I just wanted to make sure that I can get it as flawless as possible. So for today's foundation, I'll be using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Tahoe. When I say perfect match, y'all, perfect match. It was a perfect match for her and it looked radiant. I love this foundation. So I'm just going to place this everywhere. I did not place that concealer, including on top of her forehead as well. Now to contour, I'm actually going to be using the Black Opal True Color foundation, but I'm going to be using the shade Au Chocolat, and I'm going to be using this as her like bronzer contour shade. I didn't want to use a contour stick today. I just want to, I don't know, I like the way it came out. I might actually start implementing this in my natural everyday clientele and just using foundation for contour, because it was such a nice radiance to it and it wasn't super gray, which is something that I realized I have an issue with a lot of my contour sticks. So I like the fact that I still get warmth using this foundation and it's super lightweight. So a win's a win, guys. I like this technique. I'm going to be doing it more often. Y'all already know we had to go in with a very pink blush, so I'll be using the Juvia's Place liquid blush in Pink Lady, and I'm going to pop this right on the high points of her cheek. I'm low-key going to blend it into her eyeshadow. It's really low-key, guys, but I'm going to just blend it into her eyeshadow just slightly. And yeah, I haven't found a liquid blush better than this. Like, Juvia's Place is eating the girls up. Now for her concealer, I'll be using the shades Warm Beige and Cookie again. I'm going to start off with Cookie, using this on the outer parts of her concealer. So basically on the outer parts of her under eye, especially along her chin. I don't like using really bright concealers along the chin or the forehead. I just want it to kind of look natural. And then I'm going to also be using Cookie to kind of carve out her brows. So this is what I told you guys earlier. I wanted to show you how I did like her quote unquote invisibrow. I have zero clue if this is actually called a thing or if I just made it a thing, but if I did, I'm really cool for that. And then I'm gonna go in with Warm Beige and I'm gonna put this really in the center of her eye. This is what's gonna give me that brightness without having to put in too many layers of concealer, since I already had a layer underneath her foundation. Now using my small buffing brush, I'm going to be using this around her brows. Okay, this is what's going to get in between the brows and her edges. And yeah, y'all know I like to spray during the blending stages, and I'm just going to dry this down. So I'm going to go back in with that foundation blush bronzer brush. I use it for everything. And I'm going to blend out the edges of all of her concealer. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer buffing brush. And I'm going to blend out them brighter areas. This helps to keep the mixing of everything else to a minimum when it comes to the under eye, using the two different brushes. Now to set her under eye, I'm going to be using the One Size translucent powder. I love this stuff. I have all the shades except for the pink one, y'all. I think I should have bought the pink one because I wonder how well it would have looked underneath this, but I'm also kind of scared that it might not work on black skin. I haven't tried it. I don't know anybody who's tried it. If y'all have tried it, let me know, because I really wish I would have tried it just for this look. But I did use the translucent one, and I set majority of her face with it, including her jaw and her cheek area. Now I'm going back in with those deeper cranberry shades and that pink shade to just blend out the shadow underneath her eyes. Now I'm going in with this like iridescent pink. I don't know why, but I wanted a little pop of color in the inner corner, and it was cute. I feel like if I would have maybe added a little bit more, it would have popped more. Now I'm going in with that bronzer palette from Morphe. I'm going to be using 2 of these bronzer shades, and I'm popping this right on top of where I put her liquid contour. Y'all know I live by the whatever thing you make in liquid, you got to set with a powder. Okay, now I'm going in with the Patrick Ta She's a Doll blush duo, and I'm popping this on her cheeks. Like, oh my gosh, it looks so good, guys. You guys see what I mean by blending it with her shadow? It was just so stunning. And then I went back in with that bronzer palette, and I'm just kind of setting around her nose area. Now, using my tap swipe motions, I'm going to dust away her translucent powder underneath her eye. And with her brows, I didn't really want to do much to it, but one brow looked a little bit more stingy on the hairs than the other one. So I went in with a really light brow pencil. I use Cold Brew in Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. And when I say I'm putting this in very selective areas, I'm very selective with it. So for today's lips, I'm going to be using the Morphe lip pencil in Bite Me, and I'm going to use this to line her lips. Y'all know I do a slight overline, nothing crazy. I'm just going to be lining her lips, and then we're going to go in with the Sephora liquid lipstick. This is a satin liquid lip. I do believe in the shade 66. So I'm just going to place this in the center of her mouth, right in between where we place her lip liner. And then I'm going to go in with a lip brush and blend the 2 together. This is, y'all know I'm a gloss girl, but I don't know, the matte, I feel like a simple lip with a colorful eye, it does something for me. It does something for me. I loved it. I loved the way it looked. So I kept it. Now I'm going in with my Morphe continuous setting mist, and I'm just gonna melt her face in. I'm going to highlight her face with the Ofra highlighting palette, and I just kind of mix a couple shades together, and I'm just topping this on her highlighter points. I don't really use a lot of highlighter, that's why it probably doesn't show as much, but y'all, this is the finished look. Okay, I love it. 2016 makeup, we're back. Okay, if you guys like this look, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.